Your Honor.
You may publish.
Was this photograph taken on July
16th.
16th?
Correct. That is the interior of the vehicle, showing the driver's front seat and the driver's seat area.
May I have I for identification, which has been previously admitted as 34? Permission to publish that item. Do you see the item?
Yes.
What is it that you are documenting?
In that area was sunglasses and black CD case and a brown belt.
May I have J for identification, which has been previously admitted as State 35 in evidence? And permission to publish that item.
You may publish.
Was this photograph also taken on July 16th?
Correct.
And what is it that you're documenting through the use of photography here?
That area is the rear side of the inside the vehicle, showing the baby car seat and pairs of shoes, black pairs of shoes on the seat.
If I may have K for identification. Do you recognize that item?
Yes.
What is it that you are attempting to document through the use of photography?
It is mid-train photos that we call mid-range, and it's the picture of the baby car seat.
Does that photograph fairly and accurately reflect the condition of the Sunfire on July 16th of 2008 as you were documenting its condition?
Yes, it is.
Your Honor, at this point I would seek to introduce K for identification into evidence of the state's next numbered exhibit.
If you receive an evidence that states numbered,
Permission to publish this item briefly.
you may publish.
All right, if I may have state L for identification, which has been previously admitted as 51. Permission to publish this item since it's already in evidence, Your Honor.
You may publish.
Investigator Boise, what is it that you are documenting through the use of photography in 51 in evidence?
That would be the seat area, the rear side, and showing two pairs of shoes, female, one black, the other one is like a gold brown, and air freshener sheet that was found in that area of the vehicle.
Are you referring to the item that I have attempted to circle?
That is correct.
Based on your experience, well, I don't know if you do laundry. Do you know that to be a dryer sheet?
Yes.
If I may have M for identification. Hold on. Do you recognize what is shown in M for identification?
Yes.
What do you recognize that to be?
That is the underneath of the vehicle that I put on the lift in the forensic garage.
Does that photograph fairly and accurately reflect the condition of the bottom or the underside of the vehicle on July 16th, 2008, or shortly thereafter.
It is, yes.
Your Honor, at this point I would seek to introduce M for identification into evidence.
What says the defense?
No objections.
Be received in evidence as states numbered.
Permission to publish this item to the jury, Your Honor.
You may publish.
Detective Boise, Investigator Boise, excuse me, did you determine whether or not there were any foreign substances on the underside of the vehicle?
Yes, I did some inspection on the underneath of the vehicle.
And what were your findings upon inspection?
What I found on the vehicle was a drive leaf near to the transmission area, and the other one was a drive leaf nearest to the front. I remember chassis area of the front tire, and that is my observations at that moment underneath of the vehicle, drive leaf too.
Were you able to determine whether or not there were any animal parts?
No.
On the underside of the vehicle?
No.
You were not able to determine, or there were not any?
There are not any kind of animal parts underneath of the vehicle.
May I have N for identification? You see N for identification.
Yes,
What is it that you're documenting there through the use of photography?
that is a mid-train photo, and is the trunk inside the vehicle.
Does that fairly and accurately reflect the condition of the trunk of the vehicle upon your receipt of it?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point I would seek to introduce N for identification into evidence.
What says the defense?
No objections, sir.
Be received in evidence as states numbered.
Permission to publish, Your Honor.
You may publish.
Investigator Boise, there is an item in near the center that appears to have been removed. What is that?
That was one of the part of the spare tire cover well. There was a plastic that hold the spare tire cover well. It's a plastic.
This item
Correct.
here is the plastic.
Correct.
Did you remove it from the hole that appears next to it?
Yes.
When you received the vehicle, was the plastic cover on the hole?
Yes.
May I have O for identification? Do you see O for identification displayed on the screen in front of you?
Yes.
Did you place markers into the trunk of the vehicle to assist you in documenting and identifying items contained within the trunk?
Yes.
Does this photograph fairly and accurately depict the condition of the trunk once you've placed those markers inside?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this point I would seek to introduce O for identification into evidence.
No objections, Judge.
Be received in evidence as states numbered.
Permission to publish, Your Honor.